I am Olajide Oyekola. We'll be working on our timeline. This is your timeline and this is your materials for edit. Now, this is your selection tools to select whatever you want to select on your timeline. Then this is your track selection tools to track all the materials on your timeline, either forward, either track forward or backward. You can track backward by pressing if you press shift key on your keyboard, it will select only your picture if they are on link. Now let me come back a little. On your timeline here, this V1, V2, V3 means video 1, video 2, video 3. That is the placement, the position, that is the place where you place your video. You cannot carry your video. Let me come to this media bin. You cannot carry this video. This particular logo means picking visual. You cannot carry visual and bring it down here. It will not drop because this is means A1, A2, A3. The A stands for audio, which is means A1, A2, A3. Now, if I pick audio and bring it down here, it's going to stay because down here is meant for audio, sound. Then this up here is meant for visual, picture, video. And the more you take your timeline up and placing picture, the more you get to create new space for visual. You can see it was at V1 to V3. Now it is V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. So the more you drag your materials up, the more space you have. You right click and select on link. So what you want to select, you just select audio. If you want these same tools to be set, this is selecting forward. If you want it to be set to select backward, now you press your shift and hold, then you select your A. The tools will automatically be returned backward to select whatever that is behind tools. You can see it's facing backward. Then this is your ripple edit tools. Now once like this material that is already cut, once you move like this, it automatically move and adjust to where you cut from. It is called ripple edit. It cut and move together with your materials. Then this is your razor tools. I call these tools a primary tools in editing. It is a razor tools that enables you to cut in between your materials, in between the lines, to remove whatever you don't want in your materials. Now I unlinked these two materials before. Now I need to link it together again so that when I cut once, it will cut once. But when the materials is on link on your timeline, you will have to cut one after the other. You cut the video separate, you cut the audio separate. But when they are linked together, they cut at once. On your timeline, you can add your title through your graphics by picking a template from here. Pick it and drag on your materials. Then you click on the screen. You double click on the screen and write whatever you want to write. Then this is where you adjust your text. Giving it color where you want it in the middle, you want to increase the font, or you want to change the font. You will select the materials and select the text and highlight everything. Then you select the font that you want. Depends on what you want. Now, this is aligned to left, this is center, and this is aligned to right. Yes. Then this is where you give color to your text. This is where you give color. You can see that color is not showing. However, this is a stroke you can use so that your text can come out. If you so, then you can give the stroke a particular amount of highlight, depends on whatever you want. Then you can give it a background. You can give it a background. This is this is a shadow for your text, depending on what you want. When you give it shadow, you also have options of setting how you want the shadow, the opacity of whatever you select, the utterances. So you give it. Another way to bring in your title is you can come to your file, come to new and select legacy title. That's another way to add graphics to your work. Then you select type tools, then you click, then you type whatever you want to type. Then once you type, this is where you also adjust the text. You determine the font. You change your font here, you select whatever font you want, you adjust it, depending on what you want. Adjust your text to suit whatever that you want. This is your shadow. You can change your shadow color depending on what you want. Depending on what you want. Then this is your center, this is your align to left, this is your align to right. This is where you set to center to make sure your picture is at the right place. Let's go back to editing interface. Another place you can select your text is on these tools. This T means type tools. When you select it and you click on your screen, it automatically creates text for you. So when you create your text, you can come to effect control, then pick whatever effect that you want on your text. This is a film dissolve. Look at the effect. That is how it will appear. Let's pick another effect. Let's pick this deep to black. That is another effect. Let's pick another effect. Let's pick keep spin. Let's drop it on these materials. Let's see how it will. That is it. Depending on what you want. Don't forget, you can pick your materials and drop it wherever you want it to stay, wherever you want it to be on your materials. Whatever you see here, that is what you are going to see when your work is produced. Thank you. I'm Olajide Oyekola. In our next class, we'll be discussing how we animate these materials without adding this already made transition or effect, except you want to add. How to add animation to your text, your image, your still pictures. Don't forget to comment. Feel free to ask questions, drop comments, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification button so that as I upload materials, you will get to be notified and get updates. And remember to share. Thank you.